Alright, welcome back to WMMA now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a special 2-fight review. We're going to Yokohama, Japan for Rizin number 22. First up, we're going to the super atomweight division. Kanna Asakura coming in 16-4, taking on Mizuki Furuse 7-6. First fight for Asakura since I believe New Year's Eve, if not even before that. Furuse had fought most recently in the spring in the Deep Jewels microweight tournament. So first round, they come out, they come to the center ring, they're looking to strike with each other. Both of them are feeling out a little bit, but throwing some shots and landing some, each of them. Furuse decides to duck under a punch from Asakura and shoots for a takedown. Big mistake here. Asakura, textbook sprawl, textbook spin around to the side, or circling around to the side. She now has Furuse in what's called the turtle mount, or turtle guard. She starts working some punches to the head of Furuse while trying to work to get an even better position. Eventually, she is able to punch her way against Furuse to loosen her up a bit to get on both of her hooks. From there, she has the back mount, and she just starts raining down ground and pound. At one point, she flattens Furuse out, and I'm thinking, oh, well, this is it. But Furuse, she defended her head a little bit well and managed to fight back to her base, but just kept eating more and more punches from Asakura. Eventually, Asakura flattens her out, starts landing a bunch more shots, and I think the last few looked to the back of the head to me. I'd have to watch it again. But the ref decides he has enough. He steps in at 1 minute and 35 seconds of the first round, granting the win to Kanna Asakura via TKO. Pretty much how I expected the fight to go. Furuse came in with a barely above 500 record and was fighting up now 2 weight classes from where she was in her last fight. I expected the fight to end in a fairly fast finish. Didn't expect it to go even this fast though. For things to work on, for Mizuki Furuse, fight IQ. Why would you try to take down a fighter that you know to be a superior wrestler, someone who has been wrestling as long as she can walk? I don't understand. I mean, it's not like Asakura was beating her that bad in a stand-up. She wasn't. I mean, they both gotten their licks in. I don't know what Furuse was thinking going for a takedown that early. Just really bad fight IQ. For Asakura, no improvements to make. Okay, for the next fight, we're going to the Strawweight division. Ayaka Hamasaki coming in 19-3, taking on Tomo Maesawa coming in 13-10. Hamasaki, having not fought since New Year's Eve, when she dropped a split decision to Sahi Ham. Maesawa was supposed to fight back in May in Deep Jewels, defending her atomweight title. However, that fight had to be canceled due to COVID-19 travel restrictions. First round, Hamasaki comes out and she starts lighting up Tomo early, getting a flash knockdown. There's a short feeling out process after. Then Hamasaki starts piecing her up again. Now, Tomo had some small success with a couple low kicks, and she landed a kick to the body followed up by a couple punches. But overall, she just could not overcome Hamasaki's reach advantage. Like, there was only a 2-inch height difference between the two, but between that height difference and Hamasaki had a way bigger reach. Tomo had short arms. It was just very hard for Tomo to overcome that reach disadvantage. After that, Hamasaki had Tomo rocked with some punches and even had another quick knockdown, but for whatever reason, she allowed her to recover. Then a couple of seconds later, there was a push/ankle pick takedown by Hamasaki. Like, she pushed her with the left arm, but then picked the ankle with the right arm. She took Tomo down to side control, worked some ground and pound. Then she lashed on a key lock, and then as Tomo rolled with the key lock to get out of the key lock, she moved to a Kimura attempt, and that was the end of the first round. For a second round, There was some light punching between the two before another pick by Hamasaki moved it straight to half guard. Now, Hamasaki passed to mount, but as she was passing to mount, Tomo bucked and attempted to scramble, so Hamasaki, as a reaction, quickly moved to north-south and latched on to Tomo's left arm to work the Kimura. And once she got it latched on, she wrenched it, forcing Tomo Maesawa to tap, granting Ayaka Hamasaki the win via submission due to Kimura, 1 minute and 26 seconds of round 2. This was same as the first one, went pretty much the way I expected it to. Honestly, I was surprised it made it to the second round. Again, Maesawa moving up in weight, only like a 3-pound weight difference between atomweight and Rizin's, or excuse me, this is a full weight class move up. I don't know why Maesawa would move up to strawweight. She'd never fought there, whereas Hamasaki, even though she's been fighting as an atomweight and super atomweight lately, fought the first half of her career as a strawweight. So huge size, big size advantage really for Hamasaki, who's fought at that weight class before. For things to work on, so for Tomo Maesawa, like I said, big reach disadvantage for Maesawa. I think if she worked on her head movement and her footwork some more, she could learn to overcome that height advantage, especially against someone whose striking style is almost pure boxing like Hamasaki. If Maesawa went to a boxing gym that would be in Japan that would be willing to work with a female, I think she could learn a lot about footwork and head movement that would help her deal with a longer reach like Hamasaki, particularly with someone who prefers mostly to box when on the feet. Now for Hamasaki, this might be me, but I sensed a bit of timidity. I know it sounds weird looking at the whole fight overall, but she had Maesawa knocked down twice and didn't really attempt to follow. Now, it could be timidity, or it could be that maybe she's finally learned not to rush in when she smells blood, because Hamasaki has a habit of getting into trouble spots, and her last fight against Ham, she spent the majority of the second round locked in a triangle because she got a quick takedown against Ham at the beginning of the second and, you know, followed it up and just put herself into a bad spot. So maybe it's the timidity, or maybe she's learning to be careful before she goes for the kill. I don't know, but to me, it just seemed like a little bit of timidity. Now for fights to make for both of these fights, Furuse is going to go back and take on Amp the Rocket at Deep Jewels once the travel restrictions clear. That's going to be for the inaugural super atomweight title. For Maesawa, she's going to go back to Deep Jewels now and likely defend her belt against Shiyu Park like she was originally scheduled to. Now, for Hamasaki and Asakura, Hamasaki wants the rematch with Sahi Ham. That's really the only fight she wants. Asakura said that she wants a title shot against Ham, or she wants a rematch with Miyu Yamamoto. However, I think what Rizin's going to do, especially if the travel restrictions don't ease up, they're going to do the rematch. These two fought New Year's Eve of 2019, or it was December 31st of 2018, and Hamasaki defeated Asakura, finishing her with, I believe, an armbar. I think this fight, this rematch, could be very good for Rizin, and I think a lot of the fans are going to want to see it as well, because these two have nice, sizable fan bases in Japan. So I think that is most likely what Rizin is going to look to do. Anyway, those are my thoughts on these two fights. I did find them on YouTube. If you do a quick search, you might be able to find them as well. I'm not going to link to them just because I don't want to draw attention in case they get taken down for copyright violations. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. If you get to watch the fights, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, likes are always appreciated, and if you like the video, please share it as well. And hey, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMA Scene Now, the most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.